Southbound I-25 still closed at Castle Pines Parkway right now after a fuel tanker crashed, spilling 2,500 gallons of diesel fuel onto the highway.
A very active scene there as the cleanup continues. 9 News reporter Brianna Fernandez is near that scene right now. And Brianna, how is it looking as crews continue to try and get I-25 back open?
Yeah, it's a mess out here, guys. We have a lot of crews out here from Douglas County Sheriff's Office to Parker Police, South Metro Fire, Colorado State Patrol, you name it. There's a lot of crews here on scene. I-25 right now shut down. No one can get through right after the Castle Pines Parkway exit. So if this is part of your morning drive or if you need to head down south, you won't be able to. There is going to be detours. So we're very close to the scene, like you guys mentioned. I'm going to step out of the way so you guys can see this overturned tanker truck on its side and lots of debris out there. Now, you're also seeing a ladder. Now that the sun's coming up, we're getting a better view. But South Metro Fire has a ladder out there and they have some lights, and that's because right near where they're at, there's a waterway. So they're trying to make sure that the fuel doesn't go into the waterway. So they've used barriers, tactics to make sure that they're successful with that. Now we know 2,500 diesel fuel spilled out here. One driver was on scene. That was the only driver involved in this crash. It was the driver of that tanker truck. I do want to, for you guys to take a listen of what South Metro had to say and the process now. It's the cleanup process. That's what they're dealing with. Take a listen to the sound.
Right now we're waiting for an independent environmental agency that will come and clean up the fuel spill. And to do that, we will have to drill holes in the 4 separate cells in the tank of the tanker. And they will then put a pump in there, and then they'll pump the offload the rest of the fuel into their own tanks. At this point, we don't know what is inside until we drill those holes out. So it's an undetermined amount of time how long that will take.
Yeah, so South Metro Fire says that the tank has an 8,000 gallon capacity. And again, like you just heard there, it's unclear what was inside because crews also haven't been able to talk to the driver. That's because that one driver was taken to the hospital. So again, there's a lot that needs to happen before I-25 can reopen. So you can see this is probably going to take a couple of hours. So again, I-25 shut down. You won't be able to get through. That's because of this massive scene that we're seeing out here. This happened around 2 a.m. this morning. So we'll definitely be on scene. And once the cleanup process starts, we'll definitely keep you updated both on air as well as online. For now, I'm live in Douglas County. Brianna Fernandez for 9 News.
Brianna, before we let you go, I'm just curious, as you guys were heading up to this scene, what kind of backup are you seeing on 25, or are people kind of heeding the warning and just avoiding the area?
You know, when we arrived here, it was about an hour ago. We didn't see any traffic. Of course, it was very early. It was around 4:50. Crews are on the Castle Pines Parkway exit, and they're letting people know, hey, you won't be able to get through. They have a whole blockage along I-25. So we were seeing, you know, cars take a detour down Castle Pines Parkway. But I'm sure once we hit the 7 o'clock hour, 8 o'clock hour, when more people are waking up and maybe taking I-25, especially southbound, that's going to be a problem. So definitely, probably even avoid Castle Pines Parkway and just get off the exit before if you can, because we are going to see a lot of backups. Right now, we're as close as possible to the scene. So right now I can't see the backups because Castle Pines Parkway is probably about half a mile away from where we're currently standing. So yes, this is as close as the scene as we can get. You can see very active, but backups right now, not seeing any. Of course, I'm sure throughout the morning we're definitely going to see some.
We'll also hope to learn more about that driver's condition, hoping that he's okay. Good news that they're working to clean up that spill and all of that going on right now as they work to also get I-25 back open. Brianna, thank you so much for all your work out there.